welcome back, welcome back. This is the Sexy Cigar Lounge. I am your host, J
Cameron.
at JW King, and I do have the crew in the building, man. And we're gonna have a good show tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, man, y'all ain't seen this guy right here in about a year, and he's back, man. Toxic, what's up, my guy?
What they do, man, keep applying pressure because I keep applying pressure. And yeah, we gonna have us some fun tonight. Y'all got me tonight, bitch. I'm good. Follow me, man. Keep applying pressure on all platforms, man. You know what it is.
For sure, man. For sure, man. We got that boy King Drew in the building. What up, Drew?
What up, what up, what up, everybody? Hey, man, y'all know what it is. It's the Sex Cigar Lounge. We live on YouTube tonight. We coming with some, hey, I'm about to enjoy this topic, man. Look, we talk about Freaknic, so let's get it. Man, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms at the Sex Cigar Lounge, man. Make sure you like this video and look at our other previous videos as well. All right, y'all, let's get it.
Hey, man. We got
Let's get it.
the Prince is in the building, man. We got the Prince is in the building. We got none other than Tiffany in the building. What up, Prince? Oh, what up, Tip?
Too young to experience Freaknic, but I done heard some stories. It's gonna be interesting to have this discussion, man. And that documentary is gonna be something serious. Y'all follow me at Not Any Tiffany on all social media platforms, and I will follow you back.
Hey, man. I see y'all popping up in this room right now, bro. That mean y'all really want to watch. That mean y'all either want to watch the Freaknik documentary or y'all just like us because we own this thing, man. Man, we got the co-CEO, none other than a hookah bandit. What up, Brent?
What's up, man? Hey, yeah, we got a great topic tonight, man. I thought that the only place you could anoint people with the holy oil was at church, but Freaknik took it to a whole nother level. So, I can't wait to talk about it, man. It's Santa Score Brent on all social media platforms, and of course, follow the Sexy Cigar Lounge today. We were on Clubhouse acting up. Yeah, so join the conversation. Our house is bigger than ever. You know what I mean? So follow us on all social media platforms.
Hey, man. First of all, man, we might have a Freaknik baby on the show right now, man. We may have a Freaknik baby on the show right now, man. I want to introduce to y'all the homie, the little homie, the young homie, DeAndre. What up, bro?
Live in the flesh, Ron Artest.
This dude's
Thanks for
super
having
cool.
me, man. Thanks for having me, man.
He's super cool, y'all. Hey, man. This this topic alone on YouTube is trending right now. So we finna jump in the trend. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is anticipating this Freaknik document, and not just because it's a Freaknik, but because some of these people are my age now, man. And
JJ, you know what year Freaknik started?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was like '94.
JJ,
JJ was like
1983.
part of the
Oh,
plant
'83.
83.
It didn't start.
JJ was part of the planning committee.
It didn't.
1983.
It didn't start in '83, man.
Look it up.
It started in
Yes,
'93.
it did.
It started
It
in
No,
'93.
it
83.
started in 83. It started small in 83, and then it grew
Okay,
and it grew. It started in 83.
okay. Time out. The Freaknik that everybody is remembering
Started
was
in '93.
94, 93, 94.
Yeah.
The freak,
Oh,
the
what
freak.
you guys are talking about is what it became. But the first one was a picnic at a local park that was designed for the students that couldn't go home to have something to do.
We know about
Tiffany,
this.
it
And
was
then it grew from there.
93, not '83.
If you look it up, Drew, it's gonna
Just look it
say
up, Drew.
1983.
But that's
1983
fine. That's
was
fine.
the first one.
That's fine. But check this out though. What everybody remembered was 93, 94 Freaknic. Cause that's when the whole country started coming down to Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Including your boy right here, man. I was there.
You went?
I was there 94, 95. My dog Ed. Hey Ed, if you watching this, Ed, you sent me some pictures of the Freaknic last week. You sent me some pictures of us walking through the Lenox Mall in 1995, 96, 95, 96. And we had a ball down there, man. You know what I'm saying? But
I think I was 7 years old.
that's a lie. We, we're not going to say
No,
that.
I'm just messing with
We're not going to say that. But man, I mean, what y'all heard about the Freaknic, man? Because I can confirm a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I was around when you know what I'm saying, BMF was during that time when BMF and they were throwing money out, you know what I'm saying, at the malls and all this other stuff. But hey, we got a lot of people watching right now, y'all. DeAndre, look up, man. You may have a fan on here, man. We got a bunch of people watching tonight. But, what y'all remember? What y'all heard about the Freaknic? You youngins.
I was there.
Best time of your life.
I was in elementary school, but I was
Best
there.
time of your life.
You gotta think, so the reason why I say I was there because it was so much traffic in the streets that you couldn't get to anywhere you needed to go. You know what I'm saying? During that time. So where I lived at was off Counter Road, South DeKalb Mall, right? That was a large place where a lot of people from Freaknic was at too. So we was just in the midst of it. That's what it was, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I was so nervous, dog, to go to the Freaknic. I was stationed at Shreveport Barksdale Air Force Base, and some of my dogs that's watching right now know we said that we were going to the Freaknic. And man, when I tell you, I was super nervous. You know why? Because it was so many people. When as soon as we got into the city, bro, traffic everywhere, man. Traffic everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the Freaknic had been going on a couple of years prior to that. You know what I'm saying? So, but this particular year,
Oh, it got out of control.
it was out of control, bro.
Yeah. Cause you had to
We gonna see you on the videos, JJ.
JJ probably on there.
We gonna see you on the documentary, JJ.
Yeah.
What you gonna be doing, Jay?
Yeah. No, you know
What we gonna see you doing, JJ?
you know what? Hey, I wasn't wilding, but there was a bunch of them Miami dudes that was wilding out there. And them got them,
Oh, blame it on the Florida boys. Okay.
them Miami dudes and them dudes from New York. Them dudes was wilding out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, it wasn't a lot of violence out there, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask JJ. I never known the Freaknic to. You didn't hear about that. You didn't hear about no
Later
shooting?
on it got bad. Like
Later on, it got bad.
96, 97. But you know, if you look up certain videos on YouTube, they talk about how the city had tried to get behind it after the first 2 years, the city was trying to get involved. They were making money. And then that went bad. Yeah. It made like $20 million, but it went bad. So then it looked bad on the city. So then the next year they were like, "Yo, we don't want no parts of it." You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what started to happen, and don't quote me on this.
Oh shit, my bad.
As Brent Freaknic and hookah. but I think what started happening as the years went on was the crowd got much younger. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? And a lot of these dudes were in gangs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what started a lot of the stuff. And then in Atlanta, that's when they started breaking into people's cars a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what had that started a lot. But you know, but 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 let's talk about the after effects of the Freaknik, y'all.
Hold on,
Let's talk
can I
about
talk
that.
about the can I talk about the during effects
Yeah,
before
let's
the
get with
after?
it.
Can I talk about the during?
Yeah,
Okay, I ain't a for but version. CR at college reunion. Same
I
thing.
done been
Cause
there too.
this was later on, right? Cause guess what? Freak it was fizzling, but guess what? The crowd still somewhere. That same thing. Be guess what? I got the Freaknik experience in that tones. I'm gonna tell you what I seen. My own two eyes, not secondhand. Boy, it was going down. You hear me? Boy, on in the middle of the streets, in somebody back seat. I'm talking about name it. It had done got so violent though and vulgar. I'm talking about the niggas had got so disrespectful. The women started carrying tasers, like the one that send current through you. Like they were putting it through niggas. Cause niggas were grabbing the juice box in the back. I'm talking about I know it wasn't no asking permission for nothing. It was disrespect to the whole for everyone was out there. That's what it from what I seen with my
But
own man. What's up, the mama? What you trying to go ahead?
but Toxic, let's back up. When you say it was going down, for the people, what does that mean? Was it like the black version of Woodstock? You had couples
It
hooking
was
up
all that.
randomly
Okay, this,
in the oddest
okay, this
places.
how okay, that's how they did it in Florida, right? On Daytona Beach. They walked with barricades. Thousands of police, but they weren't messing with you like that. Blocked it off. And the dudes ride, I mean, the niggas with the cars ride down the street on 30, 20-inch rims, 22s, 20, like the rims come down the road. Wasn't really no regular cars. It was dudes from all out of Florida, Georgia, with cars. And then it was the girls walking around on the sidewalk through the barricade and like hanging out the cars. Like, they don't even got to know the dudes. Hop in the car, jump on the drink everywhere, like half naked, less than half naked. They might have a string bikini on, like niggas asking, man, how much I got? I got $100 for it was whatever. It was whatever. That's what it was. Whatever. I want the footage. I seen it that firsthand. So just
Yeah.
that's different.
It sounds like you're in the Freaknik right now, Toxic.
Definitely.
he
I
he in a
think
he in a
y'all
freak
gotta
nigga
invest
matrix.
timing. To be honest, y'all older generation, because with the young generation, it's like it's getting shot up. Someone gonna start shooting at some point. So like it kind of lost its touch. But a little
So
experience
so
I got was like I'm saying it's nice, but we can't add too many nice things around here. You know how that goes.
so
Yeah.
what you think about that, DeAndre? You know, back in them days, you know what I'm saying, people used to be able to have a large gathering of college students to do things, but now, you know, there's so much violence out there. So many people have guns and stuff. Do you think that hurts the college experience, or
Definitely. I mean, it takes away from it definitely because like I remember growing up, like you would see like girls going wild on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't seeing that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of shows like how like the world kind of like progressed. Like back then, I would say like y'all could have like those gatherings and like it'd be a bit more smooth. You know what I'm saying? Than nowadays, but like nowadays is you bumping into somebody a little bit too hard, you never know what's gonna happen. So like it is what it is. Like lost a good thing.
And see, man, I don't get why dudes got to be so violent, bro. But Tyson brought up a good point about Daytona. I done been out there too. You know what I'm saying? Doing black college. I guess it's reunion or whatever. And the ladies, you know what I'm saying? So Tip, I'm just ask you this question, Tiffany. A lot of the ladies was walking around half naked, walking through crowds of dudes. You know what I'm saying? And the dudes just grabbing on their ass, just grabbing them, all this other stuff. Do you think that they were setting themselves up for that?
I think that what came along with it, first of all, it's called Freaknic, right? So the assumption is that everybody that's out there is with the business. Everybody that's out there is ready to freak, right? So yes and no. I don't think that I mean, it doesn't give you permission. I think that if you assume that a woman is out there with the business and you want to reach out and grab her, some of them gonna be okay with that, and some of them not gonna be okay with that. I just think that once she say I'm cool, you gotta stop. Like when she be like I'm not here for that, then you gotta stop. But I think that the assumption was that everybody out there was there for to be a freak. Shit, if you out there with your titties out, then
But
somebody might grab your titties. That don't mean it's okay, but that's gonna be the assumption because that's the connotation that came with the event.
man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was at these locations, Daytona Beach and Miami, Daytona, Freaknic, bro, it'd be a crowd of dudes, man. I'm talking about like 10 dudes standing around. And the women would walk through the crowd of dudes. I'm talking about through them, not around them, through them. And them dudes were like wolves on some.
JJ, they knew what time it was. If they were on that type of shit, they knew what time it was. They
It was vicious, bro. Like I and I seen dudes, you know what I'm saying, pull the bra, you know what I'm saying, pull the swimsuit thing off, and the girls just running down the street, you know what I'm saying, you know, you know, chest all out, and so I don't know,
I bet.
man.
I think
private
also
parts
like,
exposed.
Yeah,
we got phones with cameras now, so shorty doing that, you already know. 10 guys in the crowd, like
and
you know
see,
that
and
that's
that's
a
the
that kind
difference.
of in the game too.
And that's the difference, DeAndre. I'm glad you brought it up. I didn't even think about that. Back then, bro, everybody had them big old camcorders. You know the ones that sit on your shoulder. If you had one of them, but you know what I'm saying, you was rich. But now everybody got a cell phone. Do you know if the Freaknik was now, it'll be so many videos on YouTube right now.
Definitely.
So many lawsuits, bro.
No, so many people fired from their jobs.
Fired from their job, lawsuit, boy. Telling you. But I think because it started out with just the black colleges and it was a college thing, and then next thing you know, people from the city was going to Freaknik. So you got people from the neighborhoods that were going, and I feel like that's when it kind of went downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Well, JJ, we got to put it in perspective too, though. You experienced it. I never went, but from what I read, there was a basketball tournament. There was a dance competition.
But they
There
did that.
was.
They did that
Or
later,
was
bro.
that was
No,
all
no,
that
no.
just overshadowed by the freakiness of it?
They did that to try to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? Because it started going crazy. So when the city got behind it, that's when they did the basketball game and all that stuff to try
I
to
heard
make
it
it
was
look
even a
good.
job fair. You
Yeah,
know
they
what
had
I
a
mean?
job fair, and I think that was like probably when JJ went, because when they first did it, wasn't like that. Then it started getting bad, so they did that. That's when Mayor Campbell was the mayor, and he did all that. And then, but you had a lot of white people and business owners were complaining about the traffic, all the kids being down there, and everything was going on. So that's when the city kind of. And then the Olympics was in '96 too, so they were trying to clean the city up for the Olympics. They ain't even caring about that no more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey,
So
hey, man, and not just that, Drew. Man, the malls, bro. The malls, man. The malls was like concentration camps, bro.
yeah,
It was millions of people just. I'm talking about like you can't even walk through the mall, man.
I watched this
There's-
doc on YouTube. The dude was saying basically they had a bunch of clubs that people were going to, right? But people weren't even going in the clubs. They was partying in the parking lot. Like all these different clubs, all the popular clubs in Atlanta, everybody was in the parking lot. Nobody was going in the club, bro.
hey, man, but I disagree with that because the strip clubs, bro.
Yeah, but like regular clubs, like
Oh
strip
yeah,
clubs,
yeah,
definitely gonna have folks in there. But I'm talking about like your
yeah.
regular nightclubs. It was people in there, but it was a lot of people outside because it was too many people to get in there, so everybody was just partying outside all throughout the street. Like,
Hey, back then, let me tell y'all who was popping as far as music wise. 69 boys, Luke,
yeah,
um, uh, So Def artists. You know what
Are
I'm saying?
outcasts emerging in or
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yep.
they talk about how like basically all those college students come to Atlanta, basically put people from other states onto what music was going on in Atlanta. So
Yeah.
the underground Atlanta scene was able to get popular because of Freaknic. Like Outkast, Goody Mob, you had Kilo Ali, Raheem the Dream,
Okay.
um,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
um,
All them, man.
so all those artists, yeah. But
So
69 Boys for sure and Luke.
so so Tip and DeAndre. This question for you, DeAndre. Do you think that um like what's going on in Miami and because I think I seen some on World Star a couple weeks ago where them kids out there, man, they were wilding out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that cities need to stop hosting these type of events? You know what I'm saying?
Um, not really. I mean, like, I guess like they could regulate it a little bit better than how they doing it. It's gonna happen so freely, but I don't think you can stop the event because it's not like they like in the wrong or whatever. They're just occupying space, spending money, I guess. But I feel like they good. Let them do what they gotta do.
Yeah. What you think, Tip?
I agree. I agree with DeAndre. I think that, people should have the freedom to do what they want to do as long as they're not hurting anyone, or damaging anybody's property, that they should have the freedom to do what they want. So, when we start allowing the city to regulate how we can have fun and all those other things, then that's a thin line we tread in. Because if that, I mean, look at who's running our cities. If these are super conservative people, and you ain't gonna be able to have the kind of fun you want to have. So I don't think that they should chop down the events altogether. um, but I do think the people who are running the events should have a little bit more handle on what is allowed and what's not, like the rules for the people who are running the events, not the city. The city, all they should do is just permit it or not. That's all. That's the only thing that they should be able to do. And then from there, the rules of the event should come from the people who are running the event.
But
I try. Oh,
I was just gonna ask a question. Is there is there individuals running this stuff? I don't think it's individuals running stuff. I think people just meet at a certain time every year
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like it's like spring break. Like you just go down there,
Yeah.
you just know it's gonna be a good time. You just know
yeah,
like it's always something going on. There's always something going on. Like
Well, and
you
if
just
that's
pack
the
your
case,
bags,
ain't
get
gonna be
south,
no
and
regulation.
before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, found 2, 3 moves just being on the beach or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like it just definitely like a pretty open vibe. You know?
Yeah,
I
you ain't gonna
almost
be able
feel
to
like it's
regulate
kind of
it.
race related. You know what I mean? Who's actually in attendance? Because Mardi Gras been going on forever. You know what I mean? And we're able to overlook the crime. We're able to overlook, whatever's going on, on Bourbon and Canal during that time. But I think it's a different demographic down there celebrating and going crazy and going nuts. And you see the wildest shit, but however, they've been able to sustain it forever. You know what I mean? I don't think Freaknic was much different from what I hear about it because I never experienced it. It just seems like it was who was in attendance. That wasn't in attendance. You know what I mean? I think if since this was in attendance, then it's hey, we gotta do something about this. Hey, they they acting up too bad. You know what I mean? It was a need to calm it down. But boy, have you ever been to Mardi Gras? Shit.
And if it wasn't violent too, if initially there was no violence, like how dare us all be able to get together and have a good time and not be hurting and harming one another, you know?
Dude, even at Mardi Gras, crime goes up during that time of the year.
But
It's a
that's what I'm
calculated risk
saying.
that they take, and they're okay with it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for us, we're not allowed to get together in large groups and have peaceful assembly. We're not allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But other groups can get together and go wild, and that's not a problem. So I agree with you. Yeah, I definitely agree.
but 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 this is my question: is it really peaceful when we get together? Because these niggas out here shooting like crazy, then, and they killing each other. And
You know, with
these,
their eyes closed,
Well,
they
now,
might
yeah,
even
because like you said, that's what
niggas
happened when
launching.
the younger groups started getting involved, but that's not what it started out as, right? It started out as college students coming together trying to have a good time. But once it spilled over into the non-college students and just the regular folk, right? Because I know in California, it was the gangbangers was getting on plane going to fucking Atlanta. These ain't college students that, down in LA. You know what I'm saying? These is niggas that's looking for an issue. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, once it spilled over into the non-college student environment and those people trying to partake in the festivities, that's when it started getting violent. But that's not how it started out, right?
I
But
mean,
look,
uh, uh, Brent Brent kind of made a point. Mardi Gras, they get buck wild on Bourbon Street. But I think the difference, though, I mean, I may be wrong, but I think the difference is everything is on Bourbon Street. It's all controlled. You know what I'm saying? But when it's in Atlanta and uh, Miami and all of this stuff, bro, people riding around them cities, bro, and they doing a lot of crazy stuff. What you about to say?
So is Mardi Gras a permitted event from the city? Like that's something that the city puts on?
It is.
So they're not getting, so then that means that the city is getting money from it, and there's insurance and all that other stuff that goes along with it. Whereas Freaknik, if shit start getting if stuff starts getting, set on fire and all that just because a bunch of people are congregating, there's nothing to mitigate those losses, mitigate that damage. Whereas Mardi Gras is a permitted event and Freaknik is just a bunch of people coming together. So that makes sense.
And see, and Brent is probably right, but I think a lot of it got to do with money too. You know what I'm saying? Because Mardi Gras is like they got like a group. I don't know what social club that hosts Mardi Gras every year, but they got a parade and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But with the Freaknik, niggas out there just all on top of cars, I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about twerking on top of on the sunroof and the sunroofs, bro. It was like that, man. It was like that.
I
And
got a I got a question for y'all.
go ahead.
What if what if you DeAndre age, right? And you go watch this documentary and you see your mama or your auntie twerking on one of these cars or looking like she doing something other than just twerking. How you gonna feel about that?
Or your teacher, or
Or
your
your
school
teacher,
teacher,
or your principal, or your principal.
or your pastor.
Right.
I think this is I think it's very ironic. You know what I mean? Because I think the people who's DeAndre age and younger, they're doing a lot of stuff. They putting a lot of stuff on video. You know what I mean? But they're not really considering how this gonna make me look 10, 15 years from now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I dare them judge, Aunt, you know, Lisa, Aunt like Irene for getting her freak on, you know what I mean? When they're doing the same thing, they're just not caring what their little niece or nephew gonna say 10, 15 years. Hey, this you right here. And they got way more footage out there than what they had on Freaknic. You just had to be at the right place at the right time at Freaknic near a camera, you know what I mean? Which was, kind of, not that easy to do.
Right.
They got there's tons of videos out there now, the youth right now doing the craziest shit. But they're not thinking about, hey, how this gonna look 10, 15 years from now.
Man,
They were
Freaknik.
saying like they got the unseen footage, so like I feel like there's definitely gonna be some static coming off this. You definitely see somebody get caught up in this documentary. I can already tell. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody will
Oh,
get exposed on that one.
I know. They're gonna probably cover the whole BMF movement too,
Oh
because
yeah, you got to because they put it in the show. So you got
yeah,
to put it in that documentary.
and they were big. They were big during the Freaknik time, and this is when what I'm saying they they came out and then they started throwing them money. Them dudes were throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars at the strip club, and those strippers were living off of this money. Like they were buying big houses off of stripper money. You know what I'm saying? And that's around the time that everybody wanted to be a stripper too.
No
Because
question.
mhm,
Do you think they should release this show, this movie on Netflix? I mean, where was dropping that?
it's on Hulu.
Hulu.
It's gonna be on Hulu. Man, I think
Why not?
I think it's gonna be pretty entertaining.
Hey, Freaknik is a part of Black history, whether people want
I
to
mean, the thing is, I'm
agree or
sorry,
not.
Drew.
No, you good. I'm just saying, Freaknik is a part of Black. It's a part of our culture. It's a moment in time in our culture, bro, that happened. That's probably
It was our
where.
Woodstock.
But
Yeah.
I think that if this was something that was done in a members only type of space where people signed NDAs and there was a privacy expectation, then no, this should not come out. But this is shit that was done out in the public, in the open, in the streets. So people were seeing you. Now you seen video cameras out and you were doing your dirt out there. Guess what? You already exposed yourself.
Right.
So you can't be upset at Jermaine Dupree for capitalizing on that exposure that you already have done to yourself. It just is what it is.
Oh, Jermaine Dupree is a producer in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, well that's tough.
and I'm pretty sure around that time he probably got a lot of people that what I'm saying started sending him footages because back then back then they had the VHS tapes. So a lot of people kept those tapes.
Hmm.
Exactly,
They
exactly.
attempted
That's what I'm saying. There's definitely some
later.
unseen
Yeah.
shit.
But you know what? I bet dollars
I
and
was doing my
donuts.
research. I seen Kanye sitting there. It
Oh
was
yeah,
Kanye. Y'all seen the
it's a picture
video
of
of
Kanye
Kanye
down
right
there.
there front and center
Yeah.
with a girl twerking in his face, and he
Hmm.
just on his phone.
But
So,
you know
I
Kanye,
mean, we gonna see.
I didn't know this, but Kanye was working with JD back in like 96, 97. And matter of fact, Jermaine Dupree first album, Kanye is a producer on one of the songs with Nas. I didn't know that. That's crazy to me. But it makes sense because it kind of lined up when Jermaine Dupri did that song with Jay-Z, The Money Ain't a Thing. All that kind of makes sense to me. So
Yeah,
I mean, but it take like 10 to 12 years
for
to
you,
become an
yeah,
overnight
for
sensation.
sure.
So, you didn't put in your footwork for a long time before
Hmm.
before you out in the mainstream. So,
Yeah.
I bet dollars to donuts though that ain't nobody's gonna be embarrassed because if they was shaking their ass on Freaknic, they probably still shaking their ass right now on TikTok on that dun 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 shit. You know what I mean? They probably still doing that damn shit. So I don't think it's gonna come as a surprise to anybody who's you know recognized. They probably still shaking that ass.
You know, brother, they probably look so different, bro.
Oh
They
yeah.
probably look so different, and that's it. But well, man, but I'm just interested. I'm just interested to know how it's going to be presented, like like Black
Is,
Woodstock type of thing,
or is it gonna be demonizing it?
I don't
Hmm.
think it. I don't think it's going to be demonized because JD is doing it, and I think that it's all about the culture aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he will put something out that's going to demonize it. I think he's going. I think what it's going to do is show how it started, the key players that was in it, the music that was during that time. You know what I'm saying? The strip club aspect of it, the BMF aspect of it, and what happened and why it stopped.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see the good, the bad,
And the
and the
ugly.
ugly.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna find out that some people met their husband or their wives at Freaknik, and now they have a successful family and then built, great businesses. I think we're gonna see people who were infected, in certain kind of ways out there. I think we're gonna see people who lost, their family as a result of being involved in Freaknik. I think we're gonna just see all the aspects of it. What, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Man, and this gonna start a trend from Freaknik to Black Beach Week in Myrtle Beach to Daytona. You know what I'm saying? Spring break. Uh, but I'm just interested to see how it's gonna play out because so many women are super nervous. I don't think the dudes. I don't think the dudes even care. But so many women are super nervous, and
It could bring the culture back too, you know,
They
because it's
tried
right before summer, so
they
you
tried
could
it
be
before
cooking up
2000.
something.
They tried it before COVID. I mean, well, they actually did it before COVID. I think they did a Freaknik concert in like 2019.
and and uh, and and, and they go LRG. That's my sister in law. She stated that the Mardi Gras, you know what I'm saying, grossed this many millions, and but I'm telling you, if who was that, the black police chief or the black mayor? It was a black woman mayor that stopped Atlanta, right?
I don't remember. Somebody stopped. I know they stopped it in 97, I think.
That'd be 98.
Or 98. Yeah, I think 98
Yeah,
was the last year.
yeah.
I can't remember who was the. Hold on, let me see.
It was dying down around that time because they what they had do what they had did was started blocking off a lot of streets and everything, and you couldn't drive down. You couldn't drive through those streets or whatever.
Oh, no, Campbell was still the mayor then. Bill Campbell was still the mayor in 98.
So who stopped the Freaknik?
I feel like they did. They
No, man,
started.
no, no. It was somebody that had came on the news, man, and was talking about it's over. They're not gonna do it no more.
I mean, but if the city wasn't organizing it, how does the city get to stop it?
Let me put it. Let me put Brent on mute right quick
Oh
because
shit, my bad.
sound like
Yeah,
a
Oh yeah,
Brent,
it's
slurping
like
ass.
it just say Bill Campbell because he was the mayor. It just say his staff made a decision to stop it, but it don't say who else. I'm sure it was some other people.
I mean, but it was already an unpermitted event, so
Yeah, because they started putting from what I saw on YouTube, they said they started putting these a bunch of signs in Atlanta where you couldn't park at and all this other stuff.
that's what had started happening.
Yeah. And then everybody started because they did that and then they had the police and people were saying like, oh, we was just out here chilling. The police was basically harassing them and stuff. So everybody started going to Florida. So I think that's where Toxic was saying the Daytona Beach because everybody started going down there.
And I remember during that time when uh, they had stopped. They had started around 98, 99. Because I think I went overseas in 99. So around 98, you know, everybody started saying, man, they trying to stop the Freaknic or whatever. We going to Daytona this year. And that's what that happened. And Daytona just as worse as Freaknic, bro.
Yep, she right. LRG right. I mean LRJ right. They did increase the age requirements for the hotel. They wouldn't let people stay at hotels and all that stuff. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Hey
man.
JJ, when you said the crowd start getting younger, are you suggesting that there was underage kids out there,
Yeah,
16?
Bro, we was out there, Brent.
Oh
yeah.
shit. No, but you know, you see kids at Mardi Gras too, though. You
Yeah,
know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
we wasn't even supposed to
Yeah,
be out there, bro. And I
yeah, but
was
they
in
out
like
there
elementary
hustling.
school.
And
Elementary school. When it ended, I think when it ended was like my first year in high school. But at the peak of it, I was in elementary school, middle school.
hey, Brent, teenagers were in the 10th and 11th grade getting their mama cars and driving down to Atlanta, bro.
It was real.
what kind of stuff did you see, Drew, out there as a
Man, I
kid?
was saying chicks, bro. Some freaky stuff. That's what I saw.
That's it. That's all you gonna give
That's
us?
all I'm gonna give you. It was
Mm.
freaky. Whatever you think freaky is, it probably happened. And it was in some backseat of somebody's car. Man, women was out there in the sunroof. They ain't had no tops on. It was
Hey
all type of
Tiffany,
stuff, bro. People
Drewski
was,
smile tell you the whole
man,
story.
listen. It's
I see
all
it.
around, bro. It was all around. It was like it was it was such a big party and such a big thing. Like you ain't had no choice but to run into it, bro. Nothing you could do
and,
about it.
it was really
So it was over the whole city. It wasn't concentrated in
Nah, it was
one
over the
space. It
whole
was
city. And I
everywhere. The
lived in
whole just
and I lived in
Atlanta
Decatur. So
takeover.
Decatur
yeah,
is about 15, 20 minutes outside of the city of Atlanta. It's on the east
yeah.
side of
Mhm.
Atlanta.
Mhm.
So it went from downtown Atlanta to all the way out there. So yeah, it was everywhere, man.
Brent, Brent,
What?
somebody said it sounded like you were hitting a crack pipe.
Hey man, tell them mind their own damn business.
Bro.
Brent, you got your pookie over there?
Hey man, I'm right.
Hey,
Just know
Tiffany used to that. Tiffany used to that sound.
Shut.
I'm talking about
Oh.
the hookah. I was talking about the hookah. I wasn't talking about.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
work at a
Cause
hookah lounge, right?
don't
Yeah, that's all I
don't.
was talking about.
No, that's a unique.
Our hookah don't sound
Yeah,
like that. We have
yeah.
a filter on ours. They
You
sound
got y'all got
different. The
filters
ones
at the
in the
bottom.
lounges sound different.
Y'all got the filters at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
filters on it so you don't hear that gurgling water.
Ain't nobody over here gurgling.
It's
You
not
know what
gurgling, bro.
Brett, Brett. That what it do sound like
Hey.
though. It sound like on a new on New Jack City when a puka was
Oh man,
in
get
that
the
crack
hell out
pipe.
of here.
That's what it sound like. But
Wait, do it again, Brent. One more time. Do it
oh,
again.
that
No, man, y'all good.
Now you don't want to do it. Okay.
that sound is annoying, man. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, bro. You gotta buy that little filter. I think they got them on Amazon.
But yeah, man. Man, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. But I just want to ask y'all this last question, man. So, how big y'all think this documentary is gonna be?
Man, JJ, first of all, it's already all over TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and all that. We having a conversation about it, and it haven't even been released yet. So just imagine once it's released, how many people are going to be. And then we going to start seeing, oh man, I saw my mama. Oh, I saw my auntie. When people start seeing, they enemies, family members, you know what I'm saying? They going to get exposed. It's going to be nuts. Like, that's why I saw your mama shaking her ass on the Freaknic documentary. Like, it's gonna be bananas, JJ.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this too.
And we don't even have a release. There's not even a release date.
Right.
Like, we don't even know when it's gonna be released. So hopefully the hype does not put it out and it ends up not being released. And we done talked about it so much to where it's just like null and void now. But I think it's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna just say this. All you mamas out there and grandmamas out there, if you was the freakiest thing in Atlanta during that time, you were the ones that worried about it. Because some of y'all was just downright nasty.
And the ones that have made videos already talking about it wasn't me.
Oh,
I
I
got a
seen a couple of
twin.
those today.
I want to apologize in advance. All that little stuff.
Which,
Yeah.
which y'all think is gonna be like an 8? Which y'all think is gonna be an 8 or a 10-part series? Or you think it's just gonna be like kind of like a
Nah,
movie doc, like
nah,
2 hours or something like that?
nah. They're gonna probably break it
You
down.
think they break it up? I was thinking the
They're
same
gonna
thing.
probably go through the eras of the music, the fashion, the clubs. They're gonna have to hit Blue Flame and Magic City
Yeah,
out
that's a
there.
lot to cover, bro.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
lot to cover.
Especially
That
is
that
and you have
actually
to
make a
think of
good
it if you think of
series.
it from a business
yeah.
aspect, for Jermaine Dupree to be investing, right, his money in this, he's gonna have to see some type of return. So he's gonna maximize on every
Hmm.
aspect, every angle of this to, as a businessman to be able to. So we gonna see it. We gonna
He
see
gonna probably make a
a very
lot of
in
money.
depth.
He gonna probably make a lot of money off this, man.
I
Yeah.
wonder if something
Yeah.
spawned from it. Like I think Drewski was saying, if there's like if the young kids see like, man, we gotta do something like that, and just bam, you see something pop up in DC, or you see something pop up in Houston or something. And now it's like history repeats itself. So I just wonder if something else spawned from this.
Mm.
And Brent, I think my sister-in-law right there. I think she's hitting toward what you just said. Um, they probably be trying to bring this thing back
Yeah.
because I think the city is probably dying right now. You know what I'm saying? I think the city is Atlanta ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
I could it move to another city? I think
nah,
Houston is right for it. You know
but
what I mean?
it
Like,
won't be a Freaknik though.
It ain't gonna be the same. Let me tell you, the women in Atlanta today ain't the same women that was in Atlanta in
No,
'94. Okay.
no, no, no. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The culture,
He got
the
oh shit, we
culture.
got chicks with dicks now. Let me go on
Oh,
mute.
whoa! You just slid that one in, didn't you? uh, I think that the culture is different out there because of so much crime. You got a lot of murders in Atlanta. You got a lot of robberies. You got a lot of gangs. You got a lot of you know theft and everything. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
And
I,
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be. I don't. I think it could be reborn, and it doesn't have to be Atlanta. It could be
see,
Charleston.
see,
It could
see,
be, you know.
and Tracy saying right there. See, in Houston, they got the Kappa Beach Party. Every big city got their own thing going on. Put it like that. So you can't have no Freaknic nowhere
Oh,
else.
I see. I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
JJ.
Yeah,
It has to. That's the home of the Freaknik.
that's the home of the Freaknik. The same way Atlanta can't have a Kappa Beach Party.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? People be like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? So,
I got you.
but DeAndre, let me ask you a question. If they brought the Freaknik back to Atlanta, would you go down there?
Definitely, definitely would. Um, I was first saying if they had it in Baltimore, I'll be going. I think I definitely be loving to go. But like I said, like if the culture's right, the mood's right, everything's right, definitely. But I don't think Atlanta's really for Freaknik nowadays. I think it does need somewhere new to go. Definitely need somewhere new to go.
Well, according to Tiffany, uh, it'll be a LGBTQ unique out there versus.
I mean, JJ, am I wrong though? Like, just be honest. Be honest. If we being honest,
It
The,
gonna
the
be
the women ain't gonna be the ones twerking.
it's gonna be two freak niggas then. It's
Speak
gonna be
your
two.
piece,
It's gonna be a freak nigga in Midtown. And it's gonna be a freak nigga somewhere else.
speak your piece, Tiffany. What you mean by
now
that?
I mean I'm you know what I mean. Is you know what I mean. Everybody watching know what I mean. So I just feel like, if it was to be revived, it would just be a different event than what was happening in the 90s. It would
A
just be
whole lot
different.
of
The
out of town niggas gonna be mad when they
That's what they gonna
raise that
be.
skirt
Real
up.
mad. Or they gonna get just what they've been looking for. Ding
Peekaboo,
dong.
yeah.
Pause, man.
Drew, what you think about this, man? Because you got your
I
Atlanta
ain't.
Freaknik, you got
I
your
ain't going.
Atlanta Freaknik T-shirt on.
I ain't. I ain't going. Tell you that much. I'm
We
straight.
too old to go out there now, man.
Yeah, I'm good on it. I mean, I could see them probably trying to do something like that, but I feel like if they did, they definitely got to get the city behind them to cut down on that crime, bro. Like you said, it's a lot going on in Atlanta right now. It's been like that for a couple of years now. So
Yeah, Chris, Chrissy asked, "Was there anything good that came from the Freaknik?"
I think for me personally, music, the getting the Atlanta sound out to people that weren't from Georgia, Florida, and Alabama and South Carolina. For those people that hear like Outkast and because they like when people was at Freaknet, that's all they was playing Atlanta artists music. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was one good thing that came from it. I mean, other than the college students having a good time initially, and then
and,
it
and,
just
and
kind of
Drewski,
went.
that's what I was about to say, Drewski. Why does it have to produce something? College kids go to school all year round, some of them with heavy coursework. Why they can't have a week to go somewhere and just, create some college memories? You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Why they can't have that and everybody just go home? We would love it for them to do it in a safe manner. You know what I mean? But why can't they just go down there, have some fun, and that be the end of it?
Because the world ain't the same.
And I agree. A lot of the videos that I saw with the women who were saying, "Oh, that wasn't me." In case you see the Freaknik documentary, that wasn't me. These were women in scrubs, and you know what I mean. They were in school becoming nurses and whatever else
Mhm.
that they were doing. So yeah, they put in their work. They got to summertime have their little break, have their little fun, or whenever was it summer or spring break that it happened.
Spring break.
Spring break. Okay, so they were having a spring break and doing their thing, and it's okay. They made something of themselves, and It is what it
I
I'm
is.
guess
pretty
my
sure they
question
did.
Shit.
is,
I'm pretty sure they did make some of that. They said bent over and
They show
but
made some
but
high.
did Freaknik make? I kind of wonder, did Freaknik make Atlanta what it is now? Like Atlanta became a big thriving city. Not that it wasn't before, but it became bigger. Like a lot of people started moving down there. So I wonder if Freaknik had something to contribute to that. A lot of people moving to Atlanta and starting businesses, and because you got a
I,
lot of black excellence in Atlanta too. So
man,
and Drewski, I think you're right. If I could just say this, because
I
you
don't think
have.
the Freaknik had nothing to do with that though.
Well, this is why I'm thinking. Tiffany said she knew guys hopping on planes from California going there. A lot of people never seen a black city. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about black city where you see black police officers, where you see black people at the airport. You know, they never seen that. So I think it probably did attract a lot of people to come. Hey man, we doing it big down here. I'm gonna move down here. I think it kind of exposed Atlanta to some people who wasn't, too aware of it before
It
that.
did.
Absolutely. I never knew black girls did nails until I went to Atlanta and got my nails done, because I'm from LA where only Ming Lee is doing nails. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a whole lot. So, yeah, absolutely. When I went to Atlanta, I was exposed to an entirely different culture of black people thriving and doing well. I mean, we had little cities where there were black owned businesses, Inglewood, Leimert Park, stuff like that, but it wasn't an entire city of black people thriving and doing well like how I saw when I went to Atlanta.
I agree with the LRJ. From what I was told by Atlanta, Atlanta, residents, because I got cousins that live in Atlanta that's from Atlanta that was born and raised in Atlanta. Whenever that Olympics came around, and they started building these businesses
yeah,
around the Olympics, that's when people started navigating towards Atlanta because the Olympics brought all types of
oh yeah, everybody, yeah,
man.
that.
I'm talking about all type of cultures, and they stayed in Atlanta for a long time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Training and all this other stuff. So, uh, and and not just that, man. Just the outskirts and the houses. You know what I'm saying? You get houses cheap out there. A lot of businesses like Coca-Cola and what's Six Flags is out there and a bunch of other
Underground.
yeah the underground and just a bunch of other uh, I guess attractions that brought people to there and not just that, just the corporate jobs too. You know what I'm saying? You got the biggest insurance companies in the world there, the biggest banks. You got the Braves, you got the Hawks,
You got
uh,
CNN.
you got CNN there, you got the Falcons there.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, Atlanta is a melting pot for a lot of things. So Freaknik is just a little
Yeah,
small thing
yeah,
in that. But
yeah.
when you got all these pro teams and you got these big time businesses and a lot of millionaires, because remember back in the day in Atlanta, half their team was black. The Falcons, Deion
Yes,
Sanders
sir.
probably brought a bunch of people there.
Hmm.
Deion Sanders, the Braves, they brought a bunch of people to Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Atlanta, man. I love going down there and just, you know what I'm saying, chilling or whatever case may be. But, um, you know, man, I can't wait to see what this documentary is going to be about, man. But, hey, well, I'm gonna get y'all final thoughts, man. What's your final thoughts, DeAndre?
I feel like with the documentary, it has to be messy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna put it out if it ain't gonna be messy. So I think it's gonna have that X factor to it, and I do think it's gonna bring back the culture. I think they do have it. Like it should be more like a festival type of event. You know what I'm saying? Like get a whole baseball field or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But definitely looking forward to seeing the show on Hulu. You know?
For sure. What you guys say, Tip?
I think, like I said, we're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to this event. I think we're gonna get a full picture. And I think even aside from the documentary, people gonna start releasing their own footage of stuff just because the perspective of the documentary is not gonna give the full context of certain things that happen. So we're gonna see a lot more, home footage and all that from other people. I think that it could possibly reignite Freaknik, and that you know I'm just ready for the drama. I like to sit back and watch.
For sure. For sure. Drew, what you got, my dog?
Hey man, I like I said earlier, man, Freaknik is part of our culture, man. So you know, I think it's good that JD putting it out. I hope it's good, man. Because sometimes when they do stuff like this, it don't be that good. So at least the younger generation to get to see what we experience. You know what I'm saying, growing up or whatnot. Because there've been so many stories about it. To actually see it, probably gonna blow a lot of people's mind. To be honest with you, but man, I can't wait for it to come out. And,
Hey, you know what, Drew? In Montgomery, where I'm at, they tried to have Freaknik
for
down here,
real.
bro. I'm gonna tell you what you seen, right? A bunch, a bunch of chicks that look like they wrestle, uh, walking around with wrestling outfits on, looking like bodyguards, bro. Drinking beer.
It look,
Was it white girls? Was it white girls out there,
JJ, it
JJ?
looked more like WrestleMania than Freaknik.
Remember Negro,
He said number Negro.
black, black, black blunt
Oh
lips,
man.
Black and mild, the cigarette
Pookie,
burn.
Pookie's, Ray Ray's, Felicia's, and you know, man, bro.
Said black and mild tips everywhere.
I'm like, stop it, man. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, they started having Freak Meat in Montgomery, and I was like, are you serious?
How long did it last? How, like, is it
You
still
know
trying to
what?
do it now?
The first time I seen a flyer with the first time I seen a flyer with Martin Luther
Oh
King,
man.
Shut the front
he,
door with a 40 ounce.
he had a hat on to the side. I was like,
JJ,
that's one
that would
place.
make a good show. They tried to do Freaknik in Montgomery.
Oh, but I want to give a shout out to my special friend Corey Carter right there, man. She's a Atlanta native, and I love her to death. I haven't seen her in some years, but she is a Atlanta native, man. So shout out to you, girl. I'm glad you tuned in, man.
She
But
said she
yeah,
moved. She moved to Atlanta because of Freaknik. So if you see her in the
It wasn't
documentary, it
her.
wasn't
It
her.
was not her.
she,
Okay, Shaggy. Okay, Shaggy.
she is funny,
But they
man.
called
She
me
is
on
funny.
camera. It wasn't
But,
me.
but that's that's one of the most pleasant hearted women I've ever met, man. And shout out to you. I've been knowing her for 20 some years now, so I appreciate you jumping on. Oh, what you gotta say, Brent?
Man, I think it's gonna be a nostalgic moment for the culture. I think Drewski he pointed to it being, I think you can't talk about black culture. And it kind of reminds us that we do have culture here in the United States as black African Americans. And you can't talk about black culture without talking about Atlanta. You know what I mean? And Freaknik is one of the highlights of black culture in Atlanta. And I think it, like I said, I think it's gonna be a nostalgic moment. I don't think anybody should look at it embarrassed or whatever the case may be. I think if anything, it shows the younger kids that your mom, your dad, your uncle, they were cool at one time. You know what I mean? Because they tend to look at us like we never knew that, we never seen, lived that type of life. But kind of BMF, this Freak Nick documentary, kind of letting the youth know that Yeah, the old heads was doing it pretty big too. So I look forward to seeing it. And man, hey, follow Sexy Cigar Lounge on all social media platforms. Y'all know we be talking shit every night. So that's all I got, JJ.
Hey
I want
man,
to add one more thing, JJ. I don't think that they would be
go
able
ahead.
to revive Freaknik in the same way because we have a generation of kids now that are coming up that don't want to be outside. So, it's a digital era. So, what we gonna have virtual Freaknik? That's gonna be nuts.
We need a reason to come outside. Okay. This might be it.
So if they got a little baby and all them at Freaknik, I bet you they'll go.
You know?
Drake.
Man, think I think that I think that 21 Savage be having something every year around
Oh,
his
for real?
birthday that he called a Freaknik or something like that. But it's just a bunch of people that's just standing around. But again, just like Corey said, man, I call her Shorty. That's my name for her because she about this tall. But hey, Freaknik is one of those things, bro. That I don't think that if it come back, it'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. Once you stopped it, it was over. It was history. History, it was history. So if you start it back, it ain't gonna be authentic no more. It's gonna be, you know, like I say, a bunch of people
Imitation,
just
like
yeah,
imitation
just
crab meat.
mm-hmm, yep, yep, and they could probably start something else, but Freaknik, don't call it a Freaknik if you do, Atlanta. And I know this video is gonna probably go viral because this is what's trending right now on YouTube. So if you're watching this, please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video because a lot of things that we talked about is gonna be spoken of probably on that documentary. And see and see and Corey knows all them clubs because I, I went to Club 112 when it was there, and they got shut down right after the Freaknik was over. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bunch of stuff, man. She gonna start talking about Atlanta, bro. We're gonna have a whole nother hour show, man. So, but
She should have tapped in. Corey, how come you didn't tap in with her? She should have tapped
I
in
know,
with
man.
her.
I should have called and told her to come on the show and talk about Atlanta back then.
She ain't trying to show
Uh,
her face. She
but
thinks she gonna be on them videos.
but shout out to everybody watching, man. Shout out to all of our subscribers. Please make sure that you share this video. Please make sure that you tell everybody to watch our old videos. We are back. We're gonna come back with more content damn near every day, and we're gonna keep on bringing the latest and the greatest to you guys. So I appreciate Tiffany and DeAndre for coming on, man. We're gonna get you back on again, my brother, to talk about something more of your age appropriate subject. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you popping on, man. Uh, it's always a pleasure for Tiffany to pop on, and we'll see y'all next time.
All
Peace.
right, have a good one, man. Enjoy.